Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become... Tries a shot! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Pumas are looking to break at pace. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Vieira. Now has he got the beat? And the finish! Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Driving forward. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira. Clipped into space. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Pedri. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attack.
And Hullet!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi puts his foot on the gas. He's found a chance! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Pumas are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pinches it off him. Vieira.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Hullet. He might be in here! And he shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Ferdinand. Looking for options for movement. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Vieira. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Baresi gets across to intercept that. Cannavaro. Messi. Pumas looking to pass their way through. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Baresi calmly anticipates. He's found a way through. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ferdinand. Salam.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Expertly cut out, really nice. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Botafogo really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22, camisa 5, camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 26, camisa 10, camisa 18.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Luis Suarez.
That was lovely, that.
Ernest. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Opts for safety. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Botafogo, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And he was alert to it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Lam plays it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Messi. Messi. Nice control. Pedri. Lam deals with that comfortably. Ernest.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Turan, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Pedri. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Good driving run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Hullet. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! It's a loose ball. That's a decent clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, who's set up one goal so far. And the pass is intercepted. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Pele. Pull it. Chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Could be danger here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Hullet. Pumas can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's shot a goal!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for
Camisa
changes
8,
on both sides, actually.
Camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 4. Camisa 13.
Yeah.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Look at the space here. Azar. Pele.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Lam. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now, can they get him away? Rafael Leao! They've done it! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Pumas Unam can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Brzezinski. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's Brzezinski! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Pumas could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. And it's Messi. He's found a way through. Now that's a lovely exchange. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Seedorf. It's Bergomi. Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Messi. Mbappe. Vieira. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Cruyff. And it's Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's away! Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Botafogo yet to have an attempt on goal. Baresi calmly anticipates. Vieira. And it's Pedri. Rummenigge.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. Hernes. Oh, robust challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Pedri. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. Gives it back. Played into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he can clear it away. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Seedorf.
This is the time you need that pace.
Yeah. That's a super give and go. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Seedorf. And he was quick to react. And it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira. That's Thuram. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Pedri. And here's Hullet, driving through the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Seedorf. Mbappe bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Played back in. Great chance! Pedri. And the counter is on. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff plays a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Seedorf. And he's managed to get for a chance! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rummenigge. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Messi. Vieira gets a foot in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rummenigge under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Pedri. And that's gone loose. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Hullet. He might be in here. Cruyff! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Shoots! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. And they can counter here. Great ball if he can get there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bale. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Yamal's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rosicki going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Luis Suarez. Threads one in. Great, can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Botafogo! And they've got their lead back. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
He is through here. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bellingham. Botafogo finding their passes. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He has found the way through. Yamal. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
The final seconds now. Rosicki. Turan.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's worked it through. Lovely, now then. It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And it's been taken short. That's going to go a long way. So that's it. It is all over. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even, and
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Honest! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Botafogo with the corner, there first. Tries to get it clear. Pumas are looking to go forward now. It's a good run down the right. And it's Seedorf. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Bergomi. Great vision. Lahm proves just a little bit too strong. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must...
Real chance! It's a loose ball. And he shoots! And he's done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Pumas have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the counter is on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, terrible pass. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
Botafogo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. And he's on the finish! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Showing good feet. Delivers with wit. Climbs up big. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Cruyff. Now then, the ball's come loose. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Lam. Mbappe, and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. He's found a way through. Messi purring through the gears. Chance for a shot! They've scored! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Pumas take the lead. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found... Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Lam has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Thuram. Baresi. Costa Corta.
Foram indicados
And it's
2
Pedri.
minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. Pedri. And here's Suarez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22.
Here we go again.
Camisa 5.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Camisa 18.
Hazard, out to the right. And this is Hullet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Hazard. It's Hazard! Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. There's the shot! Has another go! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 17.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now that's well seen too. Lam. Now it's Rafael Leao. 60 minutes played. And here's Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff, he's got away. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Baresi makes the interception. Now it's Luis Suarez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's good vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hazard. Oh, super ball. Ronaldinho! He's got a goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hazard. Now it's Bale. And here's Hullet.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Pumazunam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through. Bebeto has it in a wide position. Vieira did well to stay calm there. Bale.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ronaldinho. Lam. No way through, shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Vieira. Look at the space here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Chance!
Botafogo really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's Bale! And yes, it's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Pumas could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.